It's the time to prepare your final draft for your formatter. This means that the draft needs to be as complete as possible, including all charts, maps, glossaries, acknowledgments, table of contents, images, dedications, copyrights, reviews, title pages, icons, logos, links, author bios, or anything else that you've decided to put in the front matter and the back matter of the book. I looked at comparable titles on my bookshelf and looked at what they had in the front matter. Did they have more copyright language? Did they have maps? Did they have anything that I was missing? But don't feel like you have to conform exactly to other books out there on the market. Remember, this is your book. You get to decide what's put in it. This is the 49th video in a series where I go over every single step to write, publish, and sell your book. If you want my credentials, go back to 30. An optional step that you may not have considered yet is that this is the time if you are wanting to get a Library of Congress number. It's a number that will be listed on your copyright page, and it's going to be a reference number for your book existing in the Library of Congress. But first, you have to register for a pre-assigned control number through their website. Overall, as you're going through the final edits, you may be finding yourself snagging on a particular paragraph or a particular section that doesn't quite feel right. When I was writing my first book, I kept getting stuck on this particular segue between two scenes that just didn't please me entirely. It wasn't horrible, but I just couldn't shake this feeling that it didn't really contribute anything to the plot. No, you're in the thick of it when you find yourself thinking, what the fuck was I thinking here? You have two options here. Leave it in and continually wonder if it was the right choice, or change it and continually wonder if it's the right choice. If you leave it in, you at least know that your editor and beta readers read it, approved it, reviewed it, and it may just not be as perfect as you would like it to be. If you change it, you are publishing an unvetted excerpt that may or may not be better than the original. At a certain point, you will just have to let your manuscript go. It will be what it will be, and no amount of fine-tuning or nitpicking is going to turn it into the greatest book that has ever been written. I've even heard of famous authors returning to books that they wrote in the past and rewriting them and republishing them. Samantha Shannon did this with her Bone season. I just did this with my first book that I published back in 2022. I published a second edition this year. Just because a book isn't perfect doesn't mean that it can't reach great heights. My first book ranked in the top 100 of all Ingram fiction fantasy romance titles within 15 days of launch, but that doesn't mean that there are things that I wouldn't change. Just trust that you've put in the work and that the right readers will find it and love it. I'll be doing one of these videos every weekday for this month, so stay tuned. You know where the buttons are.